Khizr Khan came to Philadelphia to remember his son, a Muslim-American soldier killed in Iraq 12 years ago. And he came to suggest Donald Trump needs a civics lesson.
He vows to build walls and ban us from this country. Donald Trump, you're asking Americans to trust you with their future. Let me ask you, have you even read the United States Constitution? I will gladly lend you my copy.
That was a very powerful moment, and it was personal.
Have you ever been to Arlington Cemetery? Go look at the graves of brave patriots who died defending United States of America. You will see all faiths, genders, and ethnicities. You have sacrificed nothing and no one.
Just hit him on so many levels. You have sacrificed nothing and no one. Have you been to Arlington Cemetery, holding up the Constitution, essentially saying what you propose is un-American and intolerant? And I was just saying during the break, during that moment, I've been asking a lot of Republicans and conservatives out there, just, send me a text or shoot me an email, react to these things. The incoming on that was wow.
It really was. I mean, it goes back to the point we were making earlier of Democrats co-opting a lot of the Republican messaging about patriotism, about the military, and so forth, and they did that rather effectively. Republicans do acknowledge, and it's interesting, you hear also Tim Kaine, as he's going out doing interview after interview, including on CNN this morning, and even in his convention speech, saying that Donald Trump has called the military a disaster, really trying to reach out to those people in the military personnel who have increasingly voted Republican, but they think they have an opening here with Donald Trump.
But also emphasizing America's diversity, because this is about, Democrats are saying America is an idea, not an ethnicity. So much of Donald Trump's campaign has been about ethnic appeals to people who believe that they own the American idea. And so much of this Democratic convention was about putting people on stage who represent the entire bandwidth of what America is today, whether it's a transgender person for the first time in American history, whether it's the father of a slain Muslim war hero, whether it's even an undocumented immigrant saying we are all America. This is the big tapestry. As Dan was saying, this diverse America, there is no going back. Right. This is what we are now. Right. And asking Americans to ratify that.
Yeah, and it's the Obama coalition, right? I mean, it is striking.
And and the message being that even if you're lukewarm about her and you think, don't sit this out, because you might not love her, but the other guy will take you back.
Yeah, and essentially saying, I mean, there is an attempt to otherize Donald Trump. I mean, he doesn't understand America. He's almost not American. I mean, it's almost like what we've seen some conservatives try to do with Obama, right? And say he is outside the bounds of America. He doesn't really understand American culture and the way Americans think. That's in some ways what they're saying about Donald Trump.
John, there's always an unexpected moment at conventions, and there was a lot of very soaring oratory this week by the big name people who spoke. But in the same way that the family who spoke on behalf of Mitt Romney in 2012 about their son who had cancer and the way he had helped him in a private way, which talked about an aspect of Romney's character that had been sort of ignored through most of the convention. This one was as powerful and as direct an assault on Donald Trump as anybody did at the convention.
And because it comes from an everyday American, and an everyday American who lost everything. Lost everything. Politicians, you run them through a filter, even if it's a great speech, even if it's